I'm Penny from Sand Palace Arts. Welcome to our WOMAD virtual workshop. I'm going to show you how to make some small collage birds or fish so that you can have your own mini procession at home. So for these you'll need lolly stick and some cardboard, maybe the back of a cereal packet or something like that, and a piece of printer paper, just A4 paper, and some coloured tissue paper and glue and scissors. So first of all, take your printer paper and fold it in half. Now I'm going to draw a bird shape. There it is. So just to help me, I'm going to draw kind of a longish circle, and then a little smaller circle at the front, which is going to be the head. I'm going to put a sort of a tail shape on the back, and I'm going to put a beak on, something like that. I'll just go around it so you can see. So that sort of shape, quite simple. I'm going to cut it out now. Now hold the piece of paper together because you want two of these. So I'm going to cut round. Don't worry if it changes a little bit as you cut. It'll be fine. Just cutting around the head, around the beak, and then round the body. I've made it a little bit fatter. There we are. So I've now got two of these, like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them onto some cardboard. So when you stick, it's a good idea to have a little bit of newsprint so you don't get glue on your table. Get a brush. So I've got some white glue, PVA glue. You could use a Pritt stick, but glue's better if you've got it. And a brush, quite a hard brush. So I'm going to paste one side of the bird. So if you do it on newsprint, it's great because you don't have to worry about getting any glue on the table, and then you can just get rid of the newsprint. So paste your bird. Take him off there. If you fold that over, that means it's not gluey anymore. Get your piece of cardboard and stick it on. Now with these boxes, just make sure that you do it on a flat bit of the box and you don't put it over where it creases. And then smooth it down. So now I've got my bird on the card. So I'm going to cut this out now. I'm using the cardboard just to make it a little bit firmer because the paper would be a bit floppy and it wouldn't hold its shape. There we are. So now I've got my bird on a piece of card, so it's a little bit more firm now. What you need to do now is stick your lolly stick on. So get your lolly stick, get it in position where you want it at the bottom of the bird, and then you need a piece of tape. So masking tape's really good if you've got it, if not sellotape will do fine. Stick it down and really firm it down so that that's not going to move. Okay, so we now have got that. So now we need to put the other white piece of paper on the other side of the bird. So just make sure that you paste the right side. So put it on like that, turn it over, and now paste. Now one reason for using this white paper on this card is that if I have a nice white background, it will help the colours look really bright because the tissue paper is quite transparent and I don't want to see bits of box through it. So paste that side, get rid of that so that nothing sticks. Whoops. And then let's place it on there. Okay, great. So we now have a bird all ready to go. Now if you wanted to make a fish, just quite easy, just draw yourself a long sort of oval and make a little tail shape at the end, and do exactly the same. So I've now got two shapes here that I can do. These are quite small, but they're quite fun to make at home. You can do it on the kitchen table. You could go bigger if you want, if you've got bigger cardboard, and you could maybe, instead of a lolly stick, borrow a wooden spoon or something. So now I've got a stack of coloured tissue paper here, just wrapping paper really. So cut all your pieces or tear your pieces first before you get sticking. Once you've got your pieces cut, you need to start pasting them onto your bird or your fish. So I've made a start with this one. So you just glue onto the cardboard, and then you can use your sticky brush to lift up the tissue and then just brush it on again with the same brush. Don't worry if it's a bit ragged around the edge, because we'll turn it over in a minute and neaten it up. So just put layers of tissue on. It doesn't matter if they're over the top of each other, it's quite good. It makes a better background really, and you get different colours coming through where the colours overlap. So I've sort of finished that side. The other side is like this. So now I'm going to get my brush and just start to paint glue on the side. You could leave this to dry now and then come back and do it so that you can put it down, and then use your brush just to fold it over. Now this bird is bright red with a bit of blue on, but you could make a bird that's much more like perhaps the birds in your garden if you wanted, a more realistic bird. So I've got a little blackbird here that I've been making. That's nearly finished. It looks a little bit plain perhaps just with the black. So for this one I'm going to use some of those gold strips, and that will look a little bit like feathers. So I'm just going to paint a bit of glue on. The great thing about this glue is it dries clear. So once it's dry you won't see it. And then just pick up these little delicate bits of gold and just lay them on top. Get it to come off the brush. Get that bit off. There we are. And then just paste it down. And the gold's lovely because it will catch the light. So you can do whatever you want. You can make a fantasy bird or fish, or you can have a look and perhaps in your garden and do a garden bird, or get a book out and have a look at some fish that you might see. Trout are lovely, they've got lots of beautiful pattern on them. So finish off your little bird like this. So you'd have to do the same both sides. This one, it's all black. I put the yellow on first, so the yellow is onto the white card, and then I put the black around it, because you won't get the yellow to sit on top of the black. The black will come through and it won't be bright enough. And I've put a little tiny bit of black in the centre for the eye. But if that's too fiddly, just use a felt pen. Okay, so that's the unfinished side, that's the finished side. So once you've done that, you will have a few really lovely little birds and fish, and then you can have your own mini procession at home. I hope you enjoy making them, and look forward to seeing you next year at WOMAD at Charlton Park. Okay, have fun. Bye bye.